Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Judge Ruppe. You're all here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you are considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. Can the jail wake up the guy in the back room? In all likelihood, you're arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. I will determine whether you'd like to hire a private attorney, represent yourself, or whether you'd like the Public Defender's Office to represent you. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you today. You are entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your counsel know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, go ahead and put your hands down. As I call your name, please come forward to the podium. Candace Coffey. Can I have your date of birth?
3/15/1982.
Okay, you are here today for driving a suspended driver's license. I failed to get a copy of your driving record from the clerk of court today. So, State, do you have anything for me?
I don't have the driving record. I do have her criminal history here.
Did we have, Madam Clerk, did we have technical difficulties today in getting the driving record?
I do not know. I will look into that.
Okay. What do we have for her?
She has a violation of probation in 2014. In 2016, she was guilty of false information to a pawnbroker. In 2016, she also has failure to redeliver leased property. 2011, there's an adjudication for grand theft. There's more than one count. She has DOC history, at least as of 2009. 2007, an adjudication for cocaine. Another adjudication for cocaine in 2007. 2006, adjudication for possession of cocaine.
Okay. All right, ma'am, I have an address here in Tree Haven Drive in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am. Me and my sister have a house there.
How long have you lived there?
We've had the house for 5-6 years now.
Do you have a job?
I do what's called, I have it on Facebook. It's called Homemade Wives. It's actually antiques and collectibles that I find and sell.
State, does you want to offer her something to take care of it today?
Without having the driving history, 15 days.
Okay. If you want to resolve it today, the state doesn't have your full record right now, but if you wanted to resolve it today, they're offering you 15 days in the Hernando County Jail. Give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. Do you want to go ahead and take care of that?
Yes, ma'am. I guess, yeah. Why not?
Okay. Do you understand that by taking this plea today, you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up all of those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, with regard to this driving a suspended driver's license, how do you plead? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty. Sentence you to 15 days in the Hernando County Jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs of $488 that you have to pay, and the cost for your incarceration. You can take care of that with the clerk of court when you get out, okay? Thank you. Allison Paradiso. Can I have your date of birth?
May 24th, 1973.
All right, you are here today for a violation of drug offender probation. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office. We're going to see you back in court in front of Judge Merritt on May 14th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Thank you.
All right, and continued no bond. Clarence Aviles. Can I have your date of birth?
3/21/52.
Okay, you were here today for a violation of sex offender probation. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
I do currently.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. It's a no bond violation of sex offender probation. I'm going to keep you held no bond. We'll see you back in front of Judge Merritt on May 14th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Christopher Breezemine. Can I have your date of birth?
1/8/72.
You were here today for a burglary of a structure. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
Yes, Your Honor. Get to the beginning. All right, so there is an adjudication in 2018 for possession of a controlled substance, as well as possession of paraphernalia, and obstructing without violence, as well as a petty theft second degree. In 2017, there's an adjudication for possession of paraphernalia. In 2017, a withhold for marijuana possession.
Okay.
There's also a 2015 adjudication for resisting without violence. Possession of methamphetamine in 2015. 2015 possession of marijuana. 2015 adjudication for possession of control. There's also a lot of out-of-state history.
All right. Mr. Breezemine, do you have an address these days? Do you have someplace you're living?
I didn't hear.
Do you have an address? Where do you live?
Yes.
Where do you live?
Hudson.
How long have you lived there?
4 years.
Okay, the address that we have for you is on Plina Street in Spring Hill. Is that not where you're living these days?
Excuse me, what?
You don't live on Plina Street in Spring Hill?
No.
Okay, did you ever live there?
What?
Did you ever live there?
Yes.
Okay, when did you live there?
In the beginning of the year, I don't.
Okay.
Doesn't ring a bell.
All right. Do you have a job?
No.
All right. All right, we're going to set the bond at $4,000. We'll see you back in court on May 10th. Someone from the public defender's office will be out to see you soon, okay?
Okay.
George Burrows. Can I have your date of birth?
August 3rd, 1940.
Okay, you were here today for a violation of a domestic injunction. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
I have a public defender with the first violation.
Yep, I see that. You have a pending case today. Also in 2019, AM 876. I see the date of offense on that was March 5th. It looks like you bonded out 2 days later, and then you picked up this charge. So it looks to me like there's probable cause to believe you committed another crime while you were out on bond. Based on that, I'm going to recommit you on the 2019 MM 876. I'm going to keep the bond the same on this case. It's $1,000. We're going to see you back to court. We're going to put both of your cases in front of Judge Hitzman, both on the same day on May 2nd, okay? And someone from the public defender's office will be out to talk to you soon.
May 2nd.
Yes, sir. Jason Crooks. Can I have your date of birth?
October 17th.
You're here today for possession of controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
Yes, Your Honor. It looks like this defendant was released from DOC in 2012. In 2017, he has a withhold of adjudication on a driving while license suspended. In 2011, he had an adjudication for acquiring controlled substance by fraud, as well as, well, there were more than one count of that. He has a probation violation that occurred in 2010. Also, a probation violation that occurred in 2004. Failure to appear in 2004. A failure to appear in 2003. A 2003 adjudication for criminal mischief. A 2003 withhold for forgery. And that's what I have.
All right, Mr. Crooks, I have an address here on Waterfall Drive in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
Yeah.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What's that?
If I'm stuck again, I have a job. If I can get out, I have to start my job. If I go all over written promise, I start my job and get a term. If I was stuck again, I can't. I lose my job. Never skipped. I never missed a court date or anything.
You have failed to appear in 2004, two of them. One in 2003, one in 2004. So.
That was good. That's a guarantee. That was a mishap. But,
right. Well, don't say never then. All right. I'm going to keep the bond the same. Typically, I would increase them, but the facts of this case concern me. The search concerns me, so I'm just going to keep the bond the same. And hopefully the public defender's office will have a chance to get a look at it soon. We're going to see you back to court, sir, on May 10th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Gordon King. Can I have your date of birth?
1/21/83.
You're here today for driving on a suspended driver's license and violation of probation. I found probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Do you want the public defender's office?
Actually, no, ma'am. I got a warrant. The warrant was issued before my probation was up for not paying. I've been paying every month. I didn't understand that.
Okay, you want to represent yourself?
Well, can I get to see my judge quicker than this? Because I don't.
Well, we're getting there. Right now, my question to you has to do with your representation. Do you want to represent yourself, or do you want me to give you an attorney? What would you like?
I'll do the public defender because obviously the state won't talk to me if I represent myself.
Yes, sir. So we'll go ahead and appoint the public defender's office in both of your cases. Okay, again, I don't have a driving record from the clerk's office on this driving suspended driver's license, so I'll go ahead and keep the bond the same on that one. And we'll see you back to court on the misdemeanor case on May 10th at 9 o'clock in the morning. We have this violation of probation case. That's in front of Judge Hitzman, so we're going to put that on the same day, okay, on May 10th. So you have both of your cases on the same day.
Can I get a bond so I don't lose my job, please?
Well, I'm not going to give you a bond on that at this time. I'm not going to change what Judge Hitzman has in here, but I point you to the public defender. They're going to review your case right away, and if there's any way to get you back in front of Judge Hitzman sooner, they'll go ahead and do that, okay?
All right, I appreciate it.
Thanks. Jason Clyer.
Morning,
Can I have your date of birth?
5/1971.
You are here today for a violation of probation and dealing in stolen property. I found
I
probable
don't
cause.
understand it.
What's that?
Sorry, Honor. I don't understand the dealing with stolen property. I understand what that, how you charge that.
Okay. It has to do with an item that you were trying to sell. I believe it was some type of vehicle that belonged to Barney's Motorsports. That's the allegation. I don't know if it was a motorcycle or four-wheeler or something like that. Okay, you don't have to say anything about the facts of your case. You asked what it was concerning, and I'm letting you know, but I wouldn't make any statements right now, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right, do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you on these?
Please.
All right, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office on both of your cases. All right, we'll keep the dealing in stolen property is going to stay the same at $5,000. We have the violation of probation. It's a no bond violation of probation, so we're going to keep that no bond. We're going to get you back in front of Judge Merritt on 5/14 at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
5/14?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Stephen Murphy. Can I have your date of birth?
January 22nd, 1959.
You're here today for a failure to appear. It looks like it was in front of me on April 5th for a possession of paraphernalia charge. So there is probable cause for your arrest. State, is there an offer for him to take care of this today?
Yeah, 30 days.
30 days. If you want to take care of it today, the state's offering you 30 days. We'll give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. Do you want to resolve it today?
I'd like to, ma'am.
Okay. Do you understand that by taking this plea today that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
You're giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up all those rights in order to take care of this case today?
No, ma'am. I think I'll just go to May 10th to court.
Okay. I have an address for you on Washington Ave in Massarectown. Is that where you live?
Yes, I own it.
How long have you lived there?
12, 13 years.
Do you have a job?
I'm on disability.
Okay. I do see that you have a very extensive criminal record, 2014 felony battery, and that you were just released from the jail in December of 2017 for that. Possession of controlled substance, petty theft. It looks like you scored prison, but they gave you a break and only gave you 8 months jail because they said that you were dying. You have a 2009 battery, 2006 battery, 2005 battery, 2001 petty theft. Anything else, State?
No, that's good. You covered it, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to set your bond at $4,000. We'll see you back to court May 10th.
Was the public defender appointed?
Yes. Christopher Pollock. Can I have your date of birth?
January 5th, 1978.
You're here for a battery and a trespass. Your total bond right now is $1,500. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yeah.
My Public Defender's Office, State?
Yes, Your Honor. In 2018, he has 1, 2, 3 adjudications for petty theft, a resisting without violence. In 2016, he has an adjudication for a trespass. In 2008, there's a contempt of court. There's some dropped charges for various things. In 2007, there's an adjudication for disorderly intoxication. There's a 2005 adjudication for assault on a law enforcement officer. He was released from DOC in 2003. In 2002 in Orange County, he violated probation more than once, which is how he ended up in DOC. In 2001, an adjudication for resisting officer without violence as well as criminal mischief. In 2002, resisting without violence. Another resisting without violence in 2002. In 2000, adjudication for resisting without violence. There's a 1999 adjudication for dealing in stolen property. False info to a pawnbroker. 1998 trespass. 1997 adjudication for petty theft. 1996 adjudication for dangerous drugs or controlled substances. 1996 withhold on a petty theft. And I don't believe I have any out-of-state history. No.
Okay. All right, Mr. Pollock, I have an address here on Grant Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
4 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
Construction.
Okay. All right, good. Count one, the bond's going to be $2,000. Count two is going to be $1,000. Total of $3,000. We'll see you back to court May 10th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
All right.
Robert Romano. And Mr. Romano, can I have your date of birth?
July 17th, 1957.
You were here today for a failure to appear in front of Judge Merritt on March 19th for a grand theft charge. He has no bond on his warrant. I do believe you are entitled to a bond on this case.
I went to court. I thought my court date was yesterday, the 22nd of April. That's how I got arrested. I showed up in court and got arrested.
I gotcha.
I was under the impression that my court date was April 22nd.
Okay. It wasn't. Okay, it was March 19th. I think that you were might have been set for a trial in April, but you had a previous pretrial to that. So I think you were given 2 court dates that you needed to be at the last court appearance. You were given a March court date for a pretrial and an April court date for a trial. So that might have been the confusion. Nevertheless, I believe you're entitled to bond on this. Did you have the Public Defender's Office representing you before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office.
Will it be a bond?
Yeah, I'm going to set your bond. I'm going to set your bond at $10,000. We're going to see you back to court May 14th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay?
Is there any way I can get reinstated on my bond that was out on?
Well, I'm going to have the public defender take you in front of Judge Merritt, and you guys can talk about that. Okay?
What day was that be?
Right now, your court date is set for May 14th, but if the public defender can get you back in front of the judge sooner, they will do that.
Thank you.
All right. James Sword. Can I have your date of birth?
September 9th, 1969.
You are here today for a battery, possession of drug paraphernalia, resisting officer without violence, and violation of probation. I found probable cause for your arrest on all of these. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. The violation of probation is a no bond violation of probation. We're going to keep that no bond. And we're going to see you back to court on May 10th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yes. And then on these new charges, we're going to keep the bond the same at $500, $1,000, and $1,000. I want to see you back to court on May 10th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
And may I have a phone call, please?
If you haven't received your phone call yet today, then the folks there at the jail are going to give you a phone call today, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Dale Thomas.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
My birthday is July 11th, 1957.
Okay. You are here today for a violation of pretrial release. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am. If all possible, would that be done on May 2nd? I have
Yep. And that's why I'm moving. Okay, that's why I'm moving your case. That's why I'm moving your cases. You already have another case in front of Judge Hitzman on May 2nd. That's where this case is going to.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to set. Hold on. I'm going to set your bond on this case at $1,000. You have the open case 2019 MM62 for the same thing it looks like. So I'm going to recommit you on that case because there's probable cause to believe that you committed a crime while you were out on bond. So we're going to see you back to court on both of these cases on May 2nd. The Public Defender's Office is on both of your cases, so someone will reach out to you soon, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Would it be all right if I got a phone call? And I'm not going to spend any more money on bond, you know. I'm facing a fight and stuff.
I gotcha. Now make sure you get that phone call today, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Timothy Waller.
Hernando,
Can I have your date of birth?
3168.
You are here today for a failure to appear in front of Judge Merritt for possession of cocaine. Your court date was for April 16th.
I did the same thing. I thought the court date was another date because there were 3 different dates.
Yeah, I got you. You had an April pretrial date and then a May jury trial date, so that might have been.
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to be there on the May one. My bad. The state does have an offer we had on the treaty with the PD Alexander. If we'd like to take care of that today, if they would, that might be possible. I would like to do that.
Well, I can't do it today because it's not my case, but do we know what Judge Merritt has maybe tomorrow can we put him in for a change of plea? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Do you have his color docket, Madam Clerk?
I do.
I have it.
I don't think he has anything this week.
Is he out for the week?
I think so. He hasn't been here all week.
Well, tomorrow is the young adult evaluation of the earliest.
Can I see it? Okay. Looks like the absolute earliest that I can get you in is the May 14th date. Actually, there's April 30th. I can move them up to April 30th. The soonest that I can see here that I can get you in is April 30th for your change of plea. If there's any way to get you in earlier than that, then the public defender is going to do that, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So April 30th at 9 a.m. See if we can.
Thank you. I'll be happy.
All right, thank you. Meanwhile, the bonds are going to be set at $4,000 each because I do believe he's entitled to a bond. Joshua Urchuk.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have your date of birth?
July 30th of 1982.
You're here today for a domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
I'd like to acquire my own.
You're going to hire a private lawyer? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know who you're going to hire?
I have an idea.
Okay, who's that?
The lawyer I used before, Mark Muhammad.
Okay. I have an address for you on Tilburg Street in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am. I just moved there.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
Beginning of Christmas.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am. And I would like the opportunity to have bail so that I can make the money to take care of this.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a salesman.
Okay. State prior record?
Yes, Your Honor. He has a 2011 withhold on resisting without, and then in 2017 he has a withhold on marijuana, as well as an adjudication for DUI.
All right. Has the state had any contact with the victim?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you plan on going back to that residence? You live with your dad, right?
It's my mom and her husband, who she married 4 years ago, and I'm 37, so he doesn't really kind of qualify as my father.
Okay, you're 37 and you live with your mom. Is that what you're telling me?
I just moved in for a short period of time while I was trying to find work.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
All of my stuff is there to answer your question, so I need to get my stuff, but yes, I can leave and find another place.
I'm going to order that you have no contact with Jeffrey Belt. Don't have any contact with him whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email. Do not have anyone else call, write, or email him. If you have any contact with him whatsoever, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. If you see him out somewhere, you need to turn around and go the other way. If he calls you, you should hang up the phone. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case he needs to serve you with any civil paperwork. If he does, you need to make sure that you read it very carefully. It'll be very specific as to how many feet you have to stay away from him, his home, his vehicle, or anywhere else he may frequent. I'm going to send... Yes?
This is a quick question, if you don't mind. How would I go about getting all of my stuff that is there?
If you have any belongings
In my
there,
car.
you can organize that through your mother, who you are close to.
Gotcha.
You can call her and arrange that, but you cannot send any messages to the victim through your mother, or you can do it through a law enforcement escort. Someone from the Hernando County Sheriff's Office will go out there and monitor the situation while you take your belongings out.
Okay.
We'll see you back to court May 10th at 9 o'clock in the morning, and your bond amount is $2,000. Michael Kenyon.
We're still missing a guy. Brian, we're still missing a guy. Great.
Afternoon, Your Honor.
Can I have your date of birth?
12578.
You were here today for possession of drugs without a prescription. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
Yes, Your Honor.
I see some things. I see that he just had an uttering in March of 2018.
Yes.
He has 5 prior misdemeanors, a burglary, trafficking, obtaining control substance by fraud, a couple of those.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything else I need to know?
No, the trafficking in 2011.
Yeah. All right. I have an address here on Shepherd Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
8 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
Like online sales.
Okay. All right. I'm going to set your bond at $2,000 to see you back to court May 15th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
There's no way to ROR me.
That date, May 15th. Hold on 1 second. What was that May 15th date? What judge is that in front of? Madam Clerk, do you know? I think that's the wrong date.
Judge Hitchman has a 5:15 docket at 9 a.m.
Oh, so he must have been arrested like after a certain hour, and that's why it went to Judge Hitzman.
Yes,
Because they were all
You
night.
can put it on 5:10.
Gotcha.
Yours.
That's right. We'll keep it May 15th. All right.
Your Honor, there's no way to ROR me.
Not at this time. You can talk to your public defender about it, okay? Louis Blodgett.
Judge, Mr. Blodgett,
I see he's returned from mental health court.
yes, he was unacceptable for that.
Yes.
This is a domestic violence injunction. This only resolves the misdemeanor.
Yes.
He still has a felony, aggravated stalking that's pending, and he has 84 days in. We're asking for 84 days and let them deal with coin and felony.
All right, Steve.
It looks like the original offer was a probation offer, which the victim had approved, so I don't have an objection to the 84 days.
Okay. Mr. Blodgett, do you want to take care of your case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by taking this plea today that you're giving up right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to this violation domestic violence injunction in 2018 MM2868, how do you plead complete no contest?
No contest.
I accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 84 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 84 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs and the public defender fee assessed against you in that case, okay? But you still have your felony case, and you still have another court date for that, so you need to clean that up as well, okay?
Judge, that is 5, 6, and 8:30. If he bonds out, he needs to be there on May the 6th.
All right. You got that?
If you can summarize me on
Mr. Blodgett, what I was saying, this is Mr. Bauer. What I said is you still have that felony pending. Your next court date on that felony is May the 6th at 8:30. up on the 4th floor, okay? So if you bond out, you need to get there yourself.
All right. Brandon Gray.
Do we have Mr. Gray?
I'm not sure yet, Mr. Bauer.
Yeah, there he is. Judge, Mr. Gray, this is...
2019 MM996.
Yes, this is a criminal mischief, M2, and resisting without. He had a probation violation and felony. After 30 days in jail, they reinstated him to that on 4/12. On this, we're asking for 43 days, time served, no coin.
Okay, state.
Just that there is restitution to Hernando County Sheriff's Office
correct.
in the amount of $200, and I can bring the restitution order over after.
And Judge, we'd stipulate to the restitution amount.
Okay. All right, sir, do you want to take care of your case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by taking this plea today, you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. With regard to this is a criminal mischief and resisting, is that what you said?
That's correct. It's an M2 criminal
With
mischief.
regard to the criminal mischief and the resisting without violence, how do you plead? You can plead no contest.
I'm guilty.
I accept your plea of guilty, find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, send you to 43 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 43 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs, a public defender fee, and restitution in the amount of $200 assessed against you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Kurt Gaither.
Mr. Gaither, I got a message that you, from your friend, that you wanted to resolve your case, wanted me to move you up to first appearance. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Judge, it's 19 MM 166. It's a resisting without. He currently has a 54-month DOC sentence, and here he has 107 days. We'd ask for no coin.
Is that cool? All right. Were we set for trial on this one?
We're
Is
set
this
for
the
trial
for
on
Thursday?
Thursday.
Okay.
And
All right.
when he asked me about a plea, I suggested that waiting until Thursday morning when the jurors was here was probably not the best idea.
Right. Okay, Mr. Gaither, you want to take care of your case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you understand that you will not be going to trial on Thursday? You're giving up your right to go to trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're giving up your right to confront your witnesses against you. You're giving up your right to call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up all of those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, with regard to this resisting without violence, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
I accept your plea of no contest. I find this freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 107 days in the Hernando County Jail, and that was all-time credit, right?
Yes.
And give you credit for the 107 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs, and this one we are doing cost of incarceration. Is that correct? There's no felony case, or-
Well, he was sentenced to 54 months in prison.
Okay, so we're not going to do that. So we just have the fines and court costs and the public defender fee that are going to be assessed against you, okay? All right, and that should clear up this case, okay?
Yes.
All right. Did I get everyone at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.